Alright, so I'm gonna try to make this sweet and to the point. I don't know if you noticed, but there seems to be some news like on a new Pokemon game going around the community. Yeah, I'm kinda late. God damn it, stupid full-time job. But it's not like you have been bombarded with videos today, right? Am I right? So before my take on today's news simply drowns and drifts away in the sea of Ultrasun and UltraMoon content, I want to share with you not my reaction or the news because that's too late, or an analysis. Rather, I want to present to you some information that might help answer the question of how Necrozma is related to Solgaleo and Lunala. You will see what I mean. I'm sure all of you guys have seen the trailer and the pictures. The first thing that came to my mind was how Necrozma connects to the two Sun and Moon legendaries. That was my first thought because, well, it doesn't seem to be that obvious. The origin of Solgaleo and alchemy seems to be way apart from Necrozma, which is based on a prism. Yet they combine, and the same goes for Lunala. I know that these games scream Pokemon Black and White too, and how Kyurem is able to fuse with Sacrum and Reshiram. Crap. Actually, I'm working on a theory on that very concept, but Sun and Moon beat me to it. Oh well, it will come out soon enough. Anyways, it seems that the plot of the just announced games is going to be similar in that sense. Necrozma, Lunala, and Solgaleo at one point were perhaps one single creature, and just like in Pokemon Black and White 2, they split apart. But how do we make that connection? Well, if you look at bits of information scattered in the latest generation, you will see that it does make some sort of sense. For starters, everyone was getting ready to hear about Pokemon Stars, which by now we can all agree is just a codename, just like Project Rainbow. It didn't make sense back then, but after they announced the new region, we were all like, oh, now I get it. But do we get why this was called Project Stars? Well, I think so. If we take a look at Cosmog, since the new games are based on its new forms, the Pokédex states the following, quote, "In ages past, it was called the Child of the Stars. It is said to be a Pokemon from another world," end quote. Even Cosmoem is related to stars as per its Pokédex entry, quote, "In the distant past, it was called the Cocoon of the Stars," end quote. So I believe that this is why the codename was Stars, but I don't know, maybe it's still a little bit too early, I might be way off. But now let's take a look at Necrozma and how it all ties into this. Well, first let me just say that with all the mentions that Cosmog is from another world, it implies that it's somewhat similar to an Ultra Beast without officially calling it one. The same goes for Necrozma, which the Pokédex states, quote, "It is reminiscent of Ultra Beasts." Since they're both not Ultra Beasts, but everything else suggests that they have some sort of connection, we can assume that Necrozma and Cosmog were perhaps one single Ultra Beast that came to Alola in ancient times and somehow got split up. Of course, that is just speculation for now. We really didn't get that much info, so it's hard to say. However, what is interesting is that Necrozma's design is not solely based on a prism. In fact, Bulbapedia states that the star shape on his back might be a reference to a black dwarf, which is almost what we call a dead star. If that is the case, it would make sense why it wants to fuse with Solgaleo or Lunala, to revive its true potential as a full star. Okay, now I'm gonna leave it at that because for now I think we just don't have enough information and everything that I'm saying is just based on pure speculation. But man, am I excited for the new games. Let me know what you guys think of my thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, Pokemon fans.